Hey Vlogloadites, how's it going? It is crazy in the morning. I shot Friday's video, and the shooting went fairly quick. I ran into so many issues. I decided I'm not happy with the audio. That me nitpicking, I think maybe, I don't know, maybe it is a legitimate problem. But I'm not happy with the echo off of the mic that goes on the camera. The shotgun mic. So I went back to the lav mic for this video, and I think I'm probably going to stick with it for a while. Which is annoying, because it's a whole other step, and the syncing the clips is kind of a pain. But it sounds a lot better, I think, in my humble opinion. Anyway, so I went to go ingest the footage and stuff, and I had my card reader, because I have a MacBook, and I have it has an express card slot, because that's useful for everybody. But I finally got a express card slot SD reader, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to actually do this the right way and not plug things in and import them into Final Cut that way, but I'll actually copy the files onto my hard drive, and it'll be all good. And I couldn't figure out what was going on, but for whatever reason, it was just choking on stuff, and I tried everything. So I don't know if it's the express card slot, I don't know if it's the SD card reader or the SD card itself, I don't know if it's my hard drive, I don't know if it's the Final Cut just doesn't like importing files, that raw camera files from files as opposed to camera. I have no idea, but oh my god, it was throwing a hissy fit. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll use the camera stuff. And then I realized you have the ability to optimize your media. Those of you who do a lot of video stuff probably know stuff about codecs and things. But basically, Final Cut prefers to work in ProRes. And I've been typically lazy because I'm like, I just want to get in and start editing it. I feel like I have a sliver. But I just want to get in and start editing it, so I tend not to let it convert. I'm just like, use the freaking stuff. What I found out is that the camera records into H.264, which is basically what ends up going on YouTube, but it means it's very, very, very compressed. So whenever you're editing, Final Cut's like, okay, let me decode this part, and then, yeah, and then it has to go and recode everything afterward, which is time sink. So I sat and I let it convert to ProRes, which didn't take super long, and oh my god, things were running like 10 times as fast. I'm like, this is amazing. And now I feel like an idiot for all of the time that I've wasted sitting there going, okay, I'll just give you a minute to catch up. Anyway, it ended up taking forever to get the footage ingested. I didn't get started working on it until like 1 in the morning, despite the fact that I recorded it at like 8. One thing I am excited about, though, I was playing around with color correction. I think I'm getting a little bit better at it, though there's still a lot I don't know. I managed to actually get this shirt to look decent. I don't like this shirt. I mean, I like it personally, but in front of the camera, it tends to just flatten out and get bad. The thing with the DSLRs is that you can actually set a histogram display. You guys remember histograms? They're the bar graph things. To kind of show where the light is. You have these things called IRE, which are, I don't know what they stand for, I don't remember, but basically like 100 IRE is pure white and 0 IRE is pure black, and ideally you want your blacks to be 0 and you want your whites to be 100 so that you have the most contrast you can possibly have. Problem with the footage on the DSLR is that it really only spans about 50. Period. I can shift it up and I can shift it down. If you shift it too far up, then you run the risk of getting random noise. But so I basically shifted it as far down as I could go so I would avoid noise and stuff. And then in edit, I would kind of expose the whites up quite a bit. What it ended up doing, though, I discovered, is that it basically stretched out the darks to the point where it was getting all pixely and crap, because it was trying to add contrast where there really wasn't any. It was like, well, that's 1 IRE and that's 2 IRE, so we're going to make that 0 and 40. Yeah. So I think what I've discovered now is that I'm going to kind of ignore the whole noise thing and basically just set my camera so that no matter what I'm wearing, it tries to keep that 50 right in the middle. So the shadows, the blacks are going to be 25 and the whites are going to be 75, and then I can stretch a little bit while I'm editing. So that's a little bit of weird editing talk that's going to put some of you off, and I don't know, maybe appeal to some of you. I still don't quite know what I'm doing. Anyway, but I'm glad I got the shirt to work. Actually, you know what? I'm going to, I wonder if I can actually do it with, because this lighting is so bad. I don't know why I set things up this way, but it did. But I'm going to see if I can actually do the same correction on this shirt. Well, under this light. And now, maybe. Probably not. Anyway, so the main video is finally uploading. Or no, it's not uploading, it's exporting. And it'll be uploading shortly, and I'll ingest this and throw it up. And then I gotta get to sleep. Because, yeah, this has been exhausting. Anyway, I am excited, though, for the live hangout on Saturday. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Standard Universal Time, 3 p.m. East Coast, and 3 p.m. East Coast, noon West Coast, which means it's either 6 or 7 p.m. in Europe. So yeah, that's all I got. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.